Hi, good morning. Welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, we're still on the holiday cooking, and I'm going to put something different on my table this year, something I've never made. But we're really trying to push healthier foods. Now, yes, this has some cheese in it, but you know, cheese isn't bad for you if you do it in moderation. This is a cheesy cabbage casserole. I am going to put a small thing of green beans on the table. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some naysayers that say no to cabbage, but this is such a healthy vegetable for your gut. And it's been around for a long time, people. But this recipe incorporates a small head of cabbage, which I have washed. I took the outer leaves off, and I've diced it about, I don't know, maybe one inch squares. It has a very healthy half a cup of shredded mozzarella. And I know I've said this before, take the time to shred your cheese. Don't buy pre-packaged shredded cheeses because they have a filament in it to keeps it from sticking. And so it keeps it from melting really good. And consequently, you're not getting all cheese. You're getting probably flour is what's inside there. So take the time to shred your cheese. Anyway, the recipe calls for a half a cup. I'm using a smoky mozzarella and a very healthy cup of shredded cheddar, sharp cheddar. And I've managed to grate a quarter of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now I have diced a small sweet Texas onion, and I'm going to just use the pre-minced garlic in this one, and salt and pepper, and a half a teaspoon of smoky paprika. Now, a smoky paprika. Now the cheese mixture that we're going to mix up to mix in this is going to have half a cup of sour cream, half a cup of mayonnaise, the cheeses, and we are going to top it with a half a cup, and it says buttery crackers. Remember, twice around the pan is what? 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put my cabbage in here, and I've used my wok because when you're cooking greens, turnips, collards, cabbage, anything, they're going to start out really big. They're going to disintegrate. They're going to get low. So we're going to actually cook these until they're tender. So that's probably going to take us about 15 minutes. When I get this to reduce down a little bit, and I have it on high, when I get this to reduce down a little bit, I am going to add my onion, just about a fourth of a way down. Season in layers. Remember, we've discussed that too. So I know the recipe says salt and pepper. So let's start out with about a half a teaspoon of kosher salt on our cabbage and about a half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to probably add that again into the cheesy mix because the cabbage doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it. We're going to bring the flavor into it. So you want to come back when I add the onions. That'll be great. And yes, you see my turkey breast sitting here. We're very close to Thanksgiving, and I cooked those off this morning. I'm going to let them sit here probably for about an hour. Let all these juices marry back into this. And what we did last year, because this is the day before Thanksgiving, I am going to slice my turkey breast, lay it in my baking dish on a layer of gravy, cover it with some saran wrap, some plastic wrap, and then foil. And then Thanksgiving, about an hour before we eat, everything that I've prepared the day before, I can heat up or finish cooking off. We did that last year, and I will tell you, there was no waste. It was moist as it could be, delicious. And they're already cut in little medallions, so when you have the little dinner rolls and you want a sandwich later, you just got you a little already pre-cut piece of turkey. It was very good. While our cabbage is cooking, we're going to go ahead and get our cheese mixture made up here, and I'm going to crush a sleeve of buttery crackers. So remember, this recipe calls for a half a cup of sour cream. It's calling for a half a cup of mayonnaise. generously grated 1 cup of cheddar, and our smoky mozzarella, half a cup, and 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And grate it as fine as you can. I mean, Parm doesn't seem to, for me anyway, to totally melt so much. When I'm making pizza or spaghetti, I like to grate my Parm or buy in the deli grated Parm. And it's done almost like large pieces of salt, grains of salt. It just melts up better. Now I'm going to mix this together. And I think it was a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, it was. You know, paprika is a browning agent. Has a little bit of flavor to it. That's a browning agent. Oh, how can this not be yummy? All right, now this is going to sit here while I'm cooking the cabbage. So come back. I am going to add my onions to it now, but I'll see you back when it cooks down some. All right, now our cabbage has cooked down, as you can see. You see, this would have filled the entire bowl. I put it in this metal bowl because I wanted it to cool down a little bit. And remember, we've made our cheesy, creamy mixture. We're going to put this inside here and mix it up. This smells good. I think I would use the smoked mozzarella. Okay, now for the holidays, I'm using these disposable pans. Some of my dishes I could possibly take out of the disposable pan if I really wanted to mess with dishes. But you know how it is at Thanksgiving. You set up a board. Everybody takes their food, then they take leftovers, and then you've got all the sink dishes. This way, you just make the trash man a little bit more work. I'm sorry. Throw it away. So I have pre-sprayed my pan. And I've used a light canola spray. This is melted, mixed. We're going to put this in our pan. And you can see some of the cabbage has caramelized on the bottom of the pan. That's going to be really, really good. All right, now this would be equivalent to 1 full sleeve of buttery crackers. I'm going to sprinkle these on top. Now, the recipe didn't really call for it, but I've got a little bit more extra Parmesan cheese here. I want to sprinkle a little bit more Parm on top of my casserole. And I'm going to put a little bit more paprika just on the top. Just a pinch. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll just reheat it up tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and cook it out 25 minutes in a 375-degree oven. All of the ingredients will be on a recipe card in the comment section below. And come back and we'll take a little sample of it, and then we'll cover it up and seal it. And remember, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so then we'll pull it back out. I'll take the plastic off, put it back in the oven with the foil on it just to get it nice and hot. So come back in about 25 minutes. A cheesy cabbage casserole has just come out of the oven. As you can see, the paprika made it look nice and brown, and our buttery crackers that we crumbled gave it a nice topping. Now, this is being used for my Thanksgiving meal. So what I'm going to do is, after it's cooled quite a bit, I'm going to take some clear wrap, cover it, foil, and on top of the foil, I will take my permanent marker and write cabbage casserole, remove plastic, because I didn't do that one year. That was a mess. Remove plastic, cover back with foil, reheat in a 350 degree oven for about 15-20 minutes. One less dish to cook. It's giving you, if you cook most of your product, your meals, your sides the day before Thanksgiving, and that'll give you a lot of real estate room in your oven, because someone's going to come in with rolls that need to be cooked from scratch or heated up, or a casserole that they've had in the refrigerator and it needs heated up. So you can say, oh, and if you have a double oven, which the Lord has blessed me with, you can put them in both. So I've talked a while so I could see if this would cool off a second or two. Ooh, the cheese smells delicious. Oh my gosh. That was delicious. It's very cheesy. You can taste the cheddar and that smoky mozzarella and the Parmesan. And it's very creamy on the inside. Sour cream too, and mayonnaise. Yes, I can taste it. It's an after. I'll probably want a little more bite here. Let's see. This is a winner. Fix this. Fix this for one of your sides. Very good. And you know, leftover is going to be even better because it's going to thicken up a little bit more. So don't forget our cheesy cabbage casserole. New recipe, maybe a family favorite. Always remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos on YouTube. We're featured on YouTube and Facebook. And on Wednesdays, you'll be alerted for our next video. And if you don't have a place to worship this holiday season, please join us at any one of our Glad Tidings locations in Central Texas. One church, 5 locations. We have lots of fun things coming up. We would love to have you at any one of them. God bless and have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Christmas season. Bye-bye.